What's up guys, Eric here. Today I want to talk about a guitar I got a few months back. That is this 70s Ibanez Tele Deluxe. So we're going to go through some tones today, talk a little bit about the history of these guitars. So far I'm really loving it. I had to do a lot to get this thing up and running. When I got it, actually these pickups were caked in rust. So each pole piece had a ton of rust. I had to replace the input jack on it, and I think we ended up having to swap out the cap because it had crumbled just on how this was stored. This guitar is nowhere near perfect. It does need a little bit more love, but right now it's operational, and that's kind of just where I wanted to have it. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get into it. All right, so starting out talking a little bit about these guitars' history. So in the 70s, Ibanez, along with a lot of other manufacturers, were making these really high quality guitars that were blatant rip-offs of Fender and Gibson's designs. This one is based off of a 70s Tele Deluxe, and what's really cool about this one specifically is that it has actual Cuneife pickups. So if you know anything about the Tele Deluxe, they have wide range humbuckers in it, which are a little bit different than normal humbuckers. And they were making these pretty much exactly like the Fender counterpart in the 70s, so which is really cool. So it is pretty much for the time period as close as you could get to a Fender Tele Deluxe without, spending as much money. And so around this time period, also Fender, as far as the quality control and stuff, it was starting to take a little bit of a deep dive. So these guitars ended up being super popular even in their time. But at the time, Fender sent out a cease and desist, essentially saying that they couldn't make these guitars anymore. As far as the build quality on these guitars, they are exceptional. I've played a couple Tele Deluxes from the 70s that are actual Fenders, and this thing is pretty darn close. I'd actually say it may be a little better. I think that a lot of these made in Japan copies, they were just going off pictures, so it has the vibe and it looks almost identical. As far as like the F-hole and stuff, I feel like it's a little bit thicker of a piece of wood than they would have used, in the way that they routed it out. Maybe a little different than what I remember on the other ones that I've played. But yeah, this thing is phenomenal. I think I probably will end up doing a refret on this just because the frets are really played in, but for right now, it's working. So I may keep you guys updated on any changes I do to this guitar. That's enough rambling. Let's go ahead and see how this thing sounds. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this into my Marshall Studio Plexi. We're gonna do a clean sound, light gain, high gain. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. Really excited to have this guitar in my collection. It's a piece of history, so I'm very stoked. So let me know what you guys think about these Lawsuit Era guitars down in the comments below. Have you ever owned one? Have you ever played one? Do you like them? Do you think that they're bad compared to the Gibson or Fender counterparts? Yeah, let me know down in the description. Let's get on to this audio test, and I will see you guys next time.